Benny, just walk us through these numbers here. How dire is the weakness in North America?
Well, I think what really spooked people is the comments on the North Atlantic, and that is a route that is not to be underestimated for IAG. They get about a third of their capacity from that market, so any weakness in that market will really hit through to the sentiment, to the bottom line, and that's why we're seeing the stock down quite a bit today. This has not been a great week for airlines. It's sort of similar to what we had with Air France yesterday, also a pretty epic stock drop. Obviously, we have the issue in the US that are going on with the capacity constraints. So it's been a tough week, and IAG sort of is somewhat of a bookend to that. The numbers fundamentally not that bad. They were slightly shy on the revenue side. They were sort of in line on the operating profit side. But all it really takes is one comment that is badly received, and in this case, it's the comment on softness in the US market, or the transatlantic market, I should say, and that's really what's spooking investors.
In theory, they're not going to be affected by what is happening with the shutdown and the capacity restrictions we're seeing in the United States. They've said, the US authorities, that this is not going to affect international, but there must be some bleed across. So I'm interested in that as well, Benny. In terms of what we are seeing in the States, I'm looking at a shot of Philadelphia. I think I just saw one aircraft moving around, but maybe we're going to see fewer today. Just give us an update on cancellations.
So on your IAG point, yes, they won't be affected because international routes will still be happening. But aviation and air travel is always about sentiment, and if people feel unsure about their trips, and they might cancel. So that's something that will hit through to airlines everywhere. In the US, we are seeing sort of a cascading slowdown. Then they want to reach a 10% reduction in capacity in the next couple of days, but they're not going to do it in one fell swoop. So they're starting with 4% today, and then sort of gradually increase that over the weekend. A lot of the airlines have already taken some capacity out of the market. But to give you a little bit of perspective, we're talking about 25,000 movements a day here. And of that, give or take about 500 will be cancelled. So it's a manageable amount. Think sort of a winter storm or a disruption that you might have because of some outage. And airlines are generally fairly nimble and accustomed to this. So there will be annoyed people on the ground, yes, for sure. There will be disruptions, but it's not going to be, I would suggest, the epic breakdown. It might get worse going forward, but for now, it's probably a manageable situation.
Thanksgiving is not very far away.